internet of value at Ripple, we're thinking much bigger than just cross-border payments. It's kind of like Amazon with rare books in the early days, just this market happens to be a $10 trillion market.
We are at a historic turning point.
Said in the past that you are doing for money what email did for communication.
Moving the whole revolution forward.
Take on it.
There's trillions of dollars parked around the world.
XRP.
Is there a possibility that Ripple could take over Swift one day?
Well,
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of 24 Hours Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. Yes, I'm going to talk about the Ripple versus SEC case for a moment, but I'm also going to talk about it with some OF, and that is only facts. And what's about to play out, well, I'm just going to say, wait for it, and then when it happens, we're going to have a really fun time in the comment section. In today's episode, we are going to go over how BlackRock, again, we've made a lot of evidence, tying evidence together in terms of BlackRock working with Ripple. It could be indirectly or directly. In today's episode, we're going to go over the latest press release by Ripple today. Ripple expands multi-chain interoperability infrastructure with wormhole integration. And this is a big one. And this is where the dominoes are going to start falling. And we might do a double header today, but I got to cover something very important that you guys are all going to find fascinating because, like I said, it is activation mode. And I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding now? Just wait. Just wait. This thing is about to go crazy. Stewart comes out today saying, with this, the ball is back in our court. And what he means is Judge Torres just came out and denied the party's motion for an indicative ruling. So regardless of what happens here, listen, this is all a show. There's no, I don't need to tell you this, right? It's about 1,300 days, just under, maybe 1,200 days since this was filed against Ripple, this lawsuit. And we're still here. They threw everything at Ripple. And because they know that XRP has been working with these regulators since day one, and once value gets unlocked and comes onto the XRP ledger, XRP's value is going to be out of this world. Whatever they tried to do, they failed. They had to work with Ripple and XRP. And now we're watching the endgame line up perfectly. Listen, you can't even make this up. Stable coins are going live. Tokenized treasuries are launching. USDC joins XRPL finally in 2025 after we said it's coming 5 years ago, and with hardcore evidence to why they're just delaying everything. Ripple is rolling out RLUSD. Institutions are flooding in, and the co-founder of the XRP ledger just broke a 13-year silence right before the final verdict. That is versus the Ripple versus the SEC. You can't script this any better. The system is being flipped and XRP is the fuse. So if you've been holding through this whole years, this madness, congratulations, because this wasn't just a court case. This was the stress test for the new financial system. And we passed it. Congratulations. We snuck in. We were the 1% that snuck in and got a piece of this pie. Everybody go ahead and clap. And I'm being serious. This is history we're talking about. So now let them activate it, let them roll in, and let the world watch XRP step into a new role. And it's crazy. Like, history is being written, and your wallet might just be holding the next global reserve bridge asset, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's get into BlackRock and Ripple. Listen to this part. If you want real mass adoption, interoperability is essential. The infrastructure has to be there, not just on one chain, but across them. With this integration, tokens natively issued on the XRP ledger are being set up for that reality by being able to move between blockchain networks while maintaining native issuance and control. And this is the wormhole partnership that they just announced today. And please keep in mind that Securitize selected Wormhole as an official interoperability provider for tokenized assets. if you guys remember, Mr. Paul Atkins, and shout out to Cowboy for this one. If you guys remember Paul Atkins, right? The former, like he is the SEC chair right now. He used to work for a tokenized private fund company. And can you guess the name of that? Yes, you heard it. Your one and only Securitize. And I'm definitely butchering that, but I do apologize. Okay, so we're not all perfect. So look at these. He comes in, replaces Gary Gensler, working in a private token fund company where they're all interlinked together. Like they could be working directly or indirectly. Remember, I've been saying that since the inception. And wow, we have come so far, folks. It's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. So don't forget, of course, the big one, BlackRock launches its first tokenized fund builder on the Ethereum network. Investors can subscribe through securitized markets to participate in the fund. And guess what? Now it's on the XRP ledger. They're all interlinked. They're all interlinked. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Okay, what I'm presenting to you right now is the tip of the iceberg. And I know you guys are probably all getting tired with how this market just reacts to news. XRP was at $2.17. And as soon as they announced that the case got denied, it tanked, right? We're going to look back at this, promise. Just trust me when I say this. We're going to look back at these days and be like, wow. Like, okay, cool. Like, we're at $10 now. And what's up? You know, like, this is going to be an incredible journey. I mean, do you understand what we're about to go into? Oh, man, I love this. I love what's about to happen. I love how we're all going to witness this together on the same level. And BlackRock, Ripple, all interlinked. All interlinked. And we know 100% what the outcome is going to be. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back with another video.
How do you think, what is the next move, on Ripple's roadmap, in your opinion? To put you on the spot here.
No, it's very simple. So I think one thing, if there is one message that you can get in this room is Ripple is not an ordinary company. We are not here to have a small market share or do X, do Y, and make small amount of money or something to happen. We are here to make a dent in the universe. Either we will change the remittance universe, the way you understand, the way value gets transferred across the world, between people, between institutions, or we will just fade away. So it's almost 0 or 1, and some of it comes from our Silicon Valley arrogance. Some of it comes from, that's the reason 6 years ago, we were born with the mission of moving money like information moves today, right? And we are making it possible working with the existing ecosystem. So I think this is a key differentiator about Ripple, and that's the reason we are a monoline company. Every day we get tens of ideas to say, why don't you do security settlement? Why don't you work in trade finance? Why don't you do X, Y, Z? And what we tell them is, just cross-border remittances is $155 trillion problem. We'll solve this first. We'll make a difference to everybody who's present in this room. And once we have made the difference, then only we will look at something else.
Up this morning, check my bags on the chain. XRPL still humming while the FUD folks complain. Ripple fighting Goliath, yeah, the SSA's game. But Johnny D and Hogan, they're bringing the flame. So we salute to the rebels in suits, to the coders and hodlers wearing dusty old boots. Raise a toast to the ledger and the lawyers who bite, while Taco Stand dumps through the middle of the night. Damn, Jed, can you chill? Brad G's on the mic saying clarity now, while Shorts codes the stars with the hologram cow watch. The haters keep chirping, but the people ain't blind. This ain't some mean dream, it's the internet. internet spine. Regulators stalling, but the clock's ticking fast. Ripple drops the case like a baseline blast. Communities united from Twitter to the street. We meme through the madness and never admit defeat. Yeah, we salute to the devs and the geeks, to the ledger that clears in seconds, not weeks. To D, to Hogan, to legal delight, and the salty old taco that just loves to spite. Hey Jed, you done yet? Or you got another dump scheduled for lunch? So here's to the warriors, the freaks, and the fans, waving salute tokens like battle flags in hand. It ain't just about coins, it's a movement, a pact. We defend what we build, and we're taking it back. Come on, salute to the ones in the fight, to the token that laughs in regulatory spite, to Schwartz, Brad, and the ones still believing, even while Taco stands always leaving. One for XRP, and raise your guitar for decentralized dreams. This song's for the ledger, the truth and the proof. With a smile and a nod, we say salute.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.